there was 3 threes that they hit that their hot players hit. Cameron is a hot player for them, and both the Cam Thomas, a hot player. So Cam Johnson, Cam Thomas, and we told our guys, we can't stop short with your hands down and let them shoot the basketball. They hit 3 threes in the first quarter because we didn't do our job or do what we're supposed to do against a hot shooter, and we have to get better at that. And when they hit those threes, when those guys hit those threes, the whole team felt comfortable. And there was no sense of urgency by us to get to anybody else. They saw the ball go in a handful of times in that first quarter, and then they rolled from there from the three-point line. But, to give up 13 made threes the way we did in the first half, that's tough to live with. It's tough to live with. On top of that, we turned the ball over. We had 16 turnovers for 24 points. Somehow, some way, we have to do a better job of taking care of the basketball. You can't let a team come in here and turn you over the way we did with some of the passes we made. It takes away from your ability to get a shot attempt, and it gives them the advantage going the other way in transition. And, I thought we had a lot of that a couple of nights ago at the Clippers. So somehow, some way, we got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. And, I don't know what it is, but we shot the ball very well from the free throw line to start the season. And, it was a 1.5 possession game down the stretch, and we missed 11 free throws. So, you look at the free throw line, you look at our turnovers and the points off our turnovers that we gave up, and our inability to guard the three the way we're supposed to in the first half, and it ends up in a loss. So tough, but we got to bounce back because we got another one tomorrow.
Mike, De'Aaron was cooking while DeMontis and DeMar were gone for better part of a week here. And tonight, again, it looked like he had that same vibe in the first half, and then it kind of looked like they were trying to balance the ledger there in the third quarter, fourth quarter. Are you seeing that? Would you prefer that when De'Aaron is cooking like that some of these guys kind of get out of the way and let him keep going?
Yeah, these guys got a lot of freedom out there to do what they want to do, and the reality of it is Domas is an all-star level player, DeMar is an all-star level player, and so if those guys feel that they have an advantage, then I'm not going to hold them back. We got to take an advantage wherever we see or feel, whenever we see one, or feel that we have an advantage, because good shots are hard to come by. So I would not say that those guys were in his way. We obviously want Foxy to stay aggressive, though, too.
Mike, what led to the frustration in that second quarter and the technical?
I thought it was Keon. I thought he got hit, and Kobe. I thought Kobe got hit going to the rim, and I just wanted to show our guys that, hey, we all need to fight. I'm gonna try to fight. You guys try to fight, and see if we can find a way to get ourselves back into the game. And we're gonna go down. We're gonna go down swinging.
Mike, this is another fourth quarter where things get a little tight for you guys.
Yeah.
What are you kind of seeing that contributes to that? Is it just maybe a lack of fluidity on the offensive end?
Maybe. I thought DeMar got to his spots, and the shot didn't go down. I thought we had some wide open threes in the fourth quarter, and they didn't go down. And I don't know. I don't know if it's because we're getting tired by then or what. But, off the top of my head, I'm okay with, thinking back, I'm okay with our shot selection that we had. We just, hopefully sooner than later, we'll start making them in the fourth.
Coach, 9 bench points tonight, all of them from Keon. What's the balance between, obviously your starters are very capable scorers. What's the balance between just feeling good with those guys carrying that load compared to needing more from the bench?
Well, we need more from the standpoint. I thought Kobe had 2 open threes where he drove into traffic and tried to make a play, and so those guys don't need to do anything extraordinary. But if they have an opportunity to shoot the ball, shoot it. If you have an opportunity to touch the paint, finish strong. If that's what you have a window to do, otherwise spray it. So again, those guys don't have to come in and score a lot. They just have to take advantage of whatever guys like Domas and DeMar and Fox bring to the table for them.
Coach, from your perspective, are you satisfied or comfortable with the type of spacing you guys are getting out there?
I am. I thought we had pretty good looks. I don't remember any threes that were rushed, or anything like that. We still got to touch the paint and we got to spray it if available. But when you have 16 turnovers, you're not giving yourself a chance to make a play. Not only that, when you miss 11 free throws, that's, and we don't even, I'm not even sitting here and saying we got to go for 11, but the respectable 7 for 11 is respectable for us, and that's even below 70%. But for us to at least make another 7 free throws during the course of the ball game is a game changer, while doing a better job of taking care of the ball.
Mike, we touched on this pregame.
Yep.
A 19-point deficit. Again, you guys battle back and make a game of it, but it's these starts or these lulls that are seemingly waking the team up. What is happening, or what needs to change? Is it a leadership thing? I know you've shared before about when LeBron would kind of bring everybody together in your time in Cleveland. Is it a leadership thing? Is it just slow starts? What is it about this team that's falling behind so much early that's then waking them up?
Well, right now our level of physicality and attention to detail is not quite there. And like I said, Matty, in the first quarter alone, their 2 hot players had 3 made threes because we closed short with our hands down. And you can't let anybody, I don't care what their record is or what team they're on, if they can shoot, you got to what we call hip them. But there's got to be a sense of urgency and a little bit of physicality to your game. And right now, we're just easing into everything, and we have to do a better job. And it's a small detail. People will just see the made 3, but they don't understand that, hey, this is the game plan against those guys, and this is how you have to stop those 3. And so that little detail right there, we have to embrace it. We have to embrace what the game plan is, and this is 2 nights in a row, too, that we come out and we don't execute the first play the right way. We walk through it in our walkthrough, and then we draw it up before the game, and 2 games in a row right now, we have executed it right. So our mindset has to be better going into these games on both sides of the floor in order for us to not let teams feel comfortable right away.
Mike, after the Clippers game, you said you had too many guys right now not playing the way you guys want to play.
Yeah.
Did you see more of the same tonight or less of that?
Well, like I said, defensively, we had some blown assignments that led to them getting comfortable from the three-point line in the first half. And then we had obviously addressed it at halftime. And our guys, give them credit, they did a better job of taking care of the three-point line in the second half. But by then, a team like Brooklyn, any team, they have a confidence level that it's hard to shake at that point in time. And so we didn't play the right way defensively in the first half, especially. But I thought offensively, besides the turnovers and the missed free throws, I thought we were fine offensively. Now, again, the slow start, but we figured it out and we got going in a little bit. So I'm okay with that end of the floor, except our turnovers and our free throws. Thank you, guys.
Locker room's open. Got DeMar coming to the podium, and then Fox. Need anyone else? Locker room's open.
Thank you. I'm coming back to right now.
Hey, DeMar, 15 points in the fourth quarter for you guys. Just what did you kind of see there that led you guys slowing down a bit?
Missed shots, missed free throws. Simple as that. You know, they had some big shots. You know, they had some big shots. We missed a lot of shots. Like you said, we only scored 15 points in the fourth. You know, that was we had it right there. You know, we just couldn't score when we needed to.
DeMar, Mike just shared with us talking about the starts of these games and the attention to detail and the team kind of easing into things instead of attacking or not hitting on the points of focus right away. Have you noticed that? Have you felt that? I know you've talked about the potential that this team has, but it seems like early on you guys are falling far behind and then having to rally out of that.
Yeah, I mean, we just, you know, we got to understand we can't put ourselves in a hole. You know, once we put ourselves in a hole, it's difficult. You know, teams, you know, all these teams in the league too talented. You know, you give them rhythm, you give them hope. You know, it's tough.
What do you feel like that's doing just to the overall mindset of your team as you kind of battle through some of these, you know, big deficits to have to work your way back?
Yeah, I mean, the sense of urgency is there once we down. You know, we play hard, we play more aggressive, we do all the things we need to be doing, but, you know, we do it once we down, you know, 10, 12, 15 points. And we can't live like that. That's a dangerous game to live when you start out like that.
DeMar, through 15, you guys are 8-9, 4-5 at home. What's the emotion in that locker room? Are you guys frustrated at all?
More so frustrated at ourselves, letting, you know, a couple games this season just slip away. You know, like y'all seen, slow first quarters, you know, slow first halves. You know, that's all on us. You know, if we change that around, we easily get back, you know, 3 to 4 to 5 games back, you know, and we'd be having different conversations. But, you know, just got to turn it around. You know, it sucks to lose, but got to get ready for a great team tomorrow night.
DeMar, obviously, coach likes to let you guys play in, you know, with the flow of the game, however the offense is, you know, rolling. Do you feel like when you guys having these, you know, 15-point quarters and stuff like that, the flow kind of changes, or how does that work?
Nah, I mean, you know, last couple games when we got the plan, you know, that's what got us back in the game. You know, I think tonight when we was playing to try to be aggressive, the shots that we needed didn't go in, you know, and it kind of just messed up our rhythm, like you said. I mean, you know, we played well enough to win, you know, but it's tough to win a game when you only score 15 points in the fourth quarter.
DeMar, Mike, talking about that attention to detail stuff, he said that 2 games in a row now you guys have kind of scripted like a play to start the game with and didn't execute it right. What are you seeing there? What's going on with those?
Just gotta pay attention. You know, you gotta understand. You know, that's an opportunity for us to come out and get something easy. Know what we're doing out the gate. You know, I think when we do that wrong, that's what steamrolls us into those slow starts, because we kind of filling ourselves in, trying to figure it out when other teams just going out there playing, being aggressive. Yep.
Darren, Mike was talking about attention to detail, and he was talking about how you guys scripted plays the last 2 games and just didn't execute those right out of the gate. I don't know, what are your thoughts on that, and why, maybe you guys aren't executing those at the very beginning?
I mean, just attention to detail. All 5 guys have to be ready. And just remember, I mean, we write it up on the board. We have to be able to go out there and execute the play. Especially for guys who don't play a lot, like you go out of ATOs or whatever it may be, and you mess it up. A lot of times, you could come out immediately. So just, whatever 5 we have out there, rather for starting 5 or whoever's out there, we all have to be in sync and be able to execute.
De'Aaron, this is 3 losses in a row. You guys dropped below 500. Just where are you guys at mentally? How frustrated are you? Or does this just feel like a little blip while you're trying to get everybody healthy?
I mean, we have to be better in the first half. We can't keep trying to fight back and expecting to win no matter who we go out there and play.
How concerning is just kind of the fourth quarter for you guys and the way things kind of get a little bit tight for you?
I mean, we have to continue to try to play with pace. I think a lot of times we're slowing it down probably a little bit too much. But whenever we're able to get stops or even on makes, we have to be able to try to get out and, not necessarily have to score in the first, 5-6 seconds, but being able to get down the court, getting into your action and trying to create an advantage somewhere. I think whenever our offense has been good, I think that's how we've, pretty much gotten it. So we just have to be better in that aspect, not, 5 minutes left. Obviously, you want to, slow the game down a little bit. But when our best offense is, early offense, we have to continue to try to do that.
Yeah, we've heard a lot been made about obviously the sense of urgency and how you kind of find that once you get one of those big deficits. I mean, what is it about those deficits that kind of flips things into gear for you guys?
I mean, I think that's kind of human nature or natural, whenever you're down, to try to do that. But we have to figure out some way, somehow, how to have that type of yeah. We got to figure out how to have that type of pace throughout the entire game, even if we're up big, down big, tie game, whatever it is. We have to figure out how to play like that before we get down.
De'Aaron, the Nets bench scored 44 points, and he only got 9 from the Kings. I see Trey Lyles only took 1 shot. Is there anything you guys can do to try to help them out a little bit? I mean, of course, you can't play all the minutes for them. Of course, we know that, but try to offer some type of encouragement because these last couple games have been rough for them. Yeah,
I mean, we have to figure out how to get guys easier shots, and when you do have that shot, you have to take that shot. And I'm looking at all their guys actually, besides the 2, I think Shake layups, like all 3s, I think is what they made, and then some free throws. But yeah, I mean, for us in the floor offense or whatever we're doing at the time, if we're able to generate a shot, we have to shoot the shot. And I think at times, we have shots and we're just not taking them.
Fox, I think 12 of the next 18 games are here inside the Golden One Center, but to start the season, 4 and 5 at home. You've talked a lot about the importance of winning at home. Is it just a bad start, or are you noticing anything specific with how you're playing in this building?
I mean, at some point we have to be able to stop. They almost shot 50-50. You're not going to win a lot of games like that. And then they also turned us over 16 times. Like, there's not a lot of games that you're going to win if you're not getting stops and you're not getting shot attempts.
On a lighter note, how refreshing is it to see Keegan kind of have a decent game after, his struggles and things like that?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we always want to be aggressive. It's not always about making or missing shots. We want him to be real decisive and, kind of know what you're doing before you even get the ball. And I think, obviously, he was much better for us tonight. But as a team, we have to be better as a whole.